It's time to get the facts across. Ooh, somebody pissed the pastor off. Man, oh man, I gotta jump in real quick and give my 2 cents about the Mase and Cameron beef. Or, nah, it's not a beef. Two diss records. First of all, sad response from Mase. Mase, come on, dude. I felt bad for Mase more than I felt a little angered by Mase, because I'm like, Mase, these are supposed to be your Harlem brothers that you going after, and for all intended purposes, we all know that you left Harlem. You left Cam and these guys to fend for themselves. Cam was in really bad shape after he left Sony Records. And Mase wasn't around to help Cameron. Mase was out doing whatever Mase was doing and becoming a preacher and all these other weird little things. And for him to come out and do that to his brothers is a little weak sauce. But that's another thing. The real point about how I felt was that it was real sad. First of all, his whole diss record to Cameron was completely outdated. It seemed like he wrote it in 2007 and not 2017. References to why he's selling liquor, talk about his, Cam, allegedly had a liver thing going on, and he was getting on Cam in the record talking about, if you had that going on, why would you sell alcohol to people? And he was referencing the new alcohol venture that Cameron has now, the little tequila thing that he's selling. But it's an outdated reference because it's like, wait a minute, Mason. Cam was selling alcohol in the early 2000s when he was selling Scissor. Remember Scissor? That purple drink that tastes like Hypnotic? Yeah, that was way back in the early 2000s. I know because I bought it. So, again, an outdated reference. And then another, thing that surprised me is that you've been in a game for over 20 years. You know battle rapping. You come for that whole lineage. You come from spitters. The Children of the Corn, Big L, Cameron, Mase. You guys were, spitters. So you know how the game works. If you're going to come at a person, don't come at a person leaving a weakness. Don't come at a person leaving a huge door open. And that door is what I'm talking about, is the sister line that he threw at Cam, talking about he screwed his own sister. But in reality, it wasn't Cam's sister. It was his own sister that he was talking about. Why would you do that? But again, he's doing something like that because he's out of touch and he's completely out of his element here. And it's sad. It's like watching a boxer who's out of his prime try to fight the young up and coming boxer. And everybody told him, look, you're out of your prime. You need to retire, save face. This is what happened to Mase. Of course, Cameron comes out. Cameron said it in the lyric. You open the door. I'm petty, ready for war. I don't have a sister. The only sister I F was yours. Mase did it to himself. That's like a self-inflicted gunshot wound, So, it was just, the whole thing was just sad, and then, of course, Cameron just cannibalized him on the rest of the track. Talking about how he got touched by the former AAU coach back in the day, Coach Lorch. Do the research on that. And talking about, all the rumors about him being a little quasi, so-so when it comes to men and women. He threw that out there, and that was rumors back in the day too with Mase. If you grew up in the 90s, a lot of you don't know that because y'all don't know about that. But that was some rumors about that too. Mase has been getting dissed for some years now. See, a lot of people don't understand. That Volume 1 record that Jay-Z came out with, Imaginary Player, the track, is one of my favorite Jay-Z songs he ever made, Imaginary Player. That's when Jay was on his baller, like, I'm great, you ain't nothing to me type of flow. And it said that Imaginary Player is referencing Mase. But a lot of cats Mase was getting clowned all the time. And then this is what I be trying to tell the youths out there that who ate this up like it was popcorn when Mase dropped. And I said to myself, look, slow down. You don't know the history. Mase is saying a lot of garbage, a lot of crap that's not relevant to today. And that's what he did. And, of course, he ended up getting slaughtered later on. Cam just... It wasn't even a fair fight. It ain't even a fair fight, man. He said, you know how this is. I got cribs where you hide. I hustle where you live. Come on, man. This ain't a fair fight. And then I see on the Instagram, Cam posted Mase in his comments talking about, you still my brother. We can still be brothers. This was just for bragging rights. This was just for bragging rights. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. It's sad, man. I told you it was sad, man. It's sad to see a Mase that was on top of the world in the 90s be sad and irrelevant right now. Just washed. But do your research. Go back, listen to the old records. Go back, listen to Purple Haze. Go back, listen to Jay-Z, Imaginary Player. Go back, read about the Coach Lorch thing, AAU story that Cameron threw in there. And, pick up all the subliminals. Pick up all the metaphors. Do some research before you believe anything you hear. But that's my 2 cents, man. And now we can see Mase crawl right back into the hole he came out of. Sad.